Well, it's time to weigh in on illegal immigrants driving trucks. Now, most of you know I own a truck. Most of my videos are shot from the seat of my truck while I'm not driving. I'm all dirty and dusty today because I worked 14 hours short hauling construction equipment. Okay, 6 loads. I'm going to weigh in on this. I'm going to say anybody in Washington State that spent any time on the highway, whenever you see a wreck with a semi truck on the side of the road, if it's what we call a Tupperware torpedo, and there's a guy standing next to it in flip flops and a turban, you know what's up. These people come here on special visas to drive, the legal ones, and have no regard for human life whatsoever. In their country, they throw the dead in the river. That's how that works. These people don't give a shit because they can very simply assume a new identity the moment that they cause a massive traffic fatality. They don't care that you're in your car with your kids. All right? They don't care. As a guy who owns a truck, drives a truck, I've always regarded it as my responsibility to be a shepherd for the public. I'm driving around with 100,000, 105,000 pounds. My primary responsibility is not to hurt anybody else. You know, I might get mad when somebody pulls out in front of me, like takes their life in their own hands, doesn't realize how close they came to dying. Thank God I tie things down on that step deck really well, because you have no idea how close you came to killing both of us. And you just toddle on up the road. I always have to think to myself, that might be somebody's kid who just started driving. Or that might be somebody's grandma or grandpa who really shouldn't be driving, but don't have any other way to get to the grocery store. And so it's my responsibility as a professional driver to make sure that I'm looking out for that kind of shit. Well, guess who doesn't do that? People who are not invested in our community. People who are not from here. People who don't share our values. People from countries where life is exceptionally cheap. Okay? We need to get these people off the road for several reasons. The first of which is safety. I've already illustrated the points that make them unsafe. The second is because it's better for American drivers, professional drivers. We've had like 15 major incidents in the last 2 years. Multiple casualties. Multiple. The tanker in Colorado that killed like 15 people. Coming down the pass too quick because he didn't know what he was doing. This guy that did the U-turn in Florida killed 3 people. You know, we as Americans cannot afford to let our loved ones loose on the highway with these people. Reach out to your state representative. Reach out to your congressman. Reach out to your local representative of the House of Representatives. Well, that was stupid. But bear in mind, I did work 14 hours today. So I'm a little stupid. But I had to weigh in on this finally. I want you guys to realize that the road is a dangerous place. You need to stay away from trucks. Stay clear the fuck away from them. Don't drive beside them. Don't tailgate them. Shit falls off. Rocks fall off the bed. Don't stop in front of them abruptly. You're going to die if you do. We can't stop. Can't think of how many times I've been in traffic on my way home coming through DuPont and seen one of these Tupperware torpedoes right on somebody's ass and thought to myself, great. If they have to stop for some reason, you're going to kill them because you're in a hurry. Stay away from trucks. All right, you sons of bitches. Have a good evening.